Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
StompCon is a free-to-the-public indie tabletop gaming convention that will be held September 13th, 2025, from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. in lovely Fowler, Indiana. Come in for good times, good sales, and just a good chance at memories. See you all there. Good morning, Nevermorians! I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org, your one-stop shop from the best of the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. And of course, Hates in Hellfire, Dark Secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Happy hump day all, as you can see. I am joined by one of my more amusing co-hosts, at least for this part of the show, Mr. Dusty. And we are happily getting ready to go, and I'm going to do some art. We're going to have a good kind of chill day. We have a lot on our plate, but I suppose I should talk about yesterday. Yesterday, sir. Yesterday, yes, was a very quiet day at the Tockert household because we had run so hard and worked so long that both Xander and I basically hit dunzoed. And it was a day of absolute. So every once in a while, you have to have a day where nothing happens. And rest is an action. And Lord, did we need it. I could use a few more hours of sleep. I'll confess, I was even so tired I had to skip my PT. I just didn't have it because we had done so much lifting and schlepping. So now it's just calmly getting things cleaned up and ready to make StompCon happen, and waiting for a few deliveries to come in and just plug it on. Where, sir? Anyway, Today's gonna, yeah, yeah. Today I had to cough. I'm sorry. Okay. Today's gonna be just a really mellow art stream. I don't really feel like getting into a lot of hassle, but that's okay. That is okay. Yes, I love you. Yes, I love you. I was out of the house a lot this weekend, being Labor Day weekend, and I was out a lot doing other things. What's up, bud?
Halo, let's try again to hit kill, run close, or help.
Okay, restart the system and then try again. I'm streaming, bud.
What?
I'm live.
Oh, I am
It's
so sorry
okay.
for interrupting your stream.
It's
I
okay.
just wanted to tell you,
Do you think you could fix it?
but how can I fix it?
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. In a little bit, I'm going to have an ad, and then I'll come help fix that. And people are saying hi, Xander, to you.
Hi.
But, so it's going to be a very mellow stream today. Uh, we're going to knock through some of these comments. And I am sorry I had to wait so long to get things set up. But um, I had to wait for the net to be stable enough. So, Dan, we're going to go through first of the doors. Dan Hallfield saying, contractors are back. Hallway floor will be finished today. Well, that's miraculous. Wonderful. Oh, and good morning. Good morning, Dan. And Trey says, good morning. And that's great news, Dan. Good morning. Wow, Dan, I thought they had written you off. Yeah. Hey, Trey, you're doing great. Today is the game. Okay. We want to finish, we want the floor finished and them to clean up their trash. That's it. Lindsay built her house in New Mexico. I taught I got taught carpentry by Dad. We got this. Once they do the floor, we're not paying more. Nice. And good morning, Carl. And yes, accountability. Since doing the Somerton Man mystery, others are suggesting weird stories for me to explain. I might be picking up a few. Maybe. That sounds wonderful. Hi, sweetie. Doom, 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 doom. Anyway, Donna, not Nick. Well, of course. Although, loving Carl is like loving the stars. You don't expect them to love you back. I'm sorry. Couldn't help the Hoovian reference. I don't know if they will ever come back and fix what they broke. If they do, I'll be nice. But pensioner broke until more checks come in. Understood that. Thought you were going to have the others do that. I want others to write in the Mad Gasser universe. I left a 40-year gap in the middle. You see that? And morning, Carl and Donna, says Trey. And Trey is greeting. And Trey, Donna, and I will do a run through the town this afternoon for. Ow! Well, what's wrong? You were digging at your decline, bud. Okay. And I'd love to see Carl's take on Tom Darby's story, where he is joined by his older time traveling self just for fun, and he see his take on my playground. It could be fun. Accountability did a bunch of yard work yesterday. A lot of work in OBS for when I solo stream. I'm really excited to see if it works. Maybe a short story, Dan. It was a short story to begin with. Yeah, it happens. Just beware. Nice, Carl. I'm taking a lap around the park if the weather is decent. Excellent, Trey. I'm excited to see what you can do in OBS. And good morning, Dawn. Dawn is the mistress mind behind the adventures of Buddy and Shorchat. Let me put them up a little longer so that she can get a proper squeeze there. And greetings for Dawn. And good morning, Dawn. And you can read about Buddy and Shorchat. No, Buddy, I'm going to move. Okay. What? Don't get mad. I'm going to move my arm from time to time. Are your feet bugging you? Whoa. Whoa. You're agitated, pal. What's wrong? Okay. Get down. Do you have a sore spot? Hmm? Do you have a sore spot? Oh, an inch you couldn't reach. Well, that'd do it. Okay, let's see. Where are we? And hey, Dawn. Amidst low pitch screw. That's a new one. Hey, Dawn. What light beyond yonder window breaks? I can't squeal like you can. Last water PT for knee today. I think it hurts worse than now than before. And Trey says, that sucks, Dawn. Pain from overuse or pain from building? Could be the weather, Dawn. Cold equals pain. Think a little of both, Trey. Yeah, the weather's going to be nutty for a while. I think my knee is hurting in sympathy. It's fine just earlier. Or pain being painful. Pain is pain. It sucks, but you're alive to feel it. And good morning. Thank you so much. Kat updated her Patreon numbers for me, and it's incredible. How are you doing? I can't stay long today. I've got my first day of PT. Well, I hope you get it and get feeling better. But accountability, I did make some more steps forward. See what I did? I'm getting things done for the traveling table. Hey, Kat. We got greetings and greetings. Morning all. Hey, Foxy. Happy birthday, Foxy. And good luck. Cheers to my fellow PTer. Oh, happy birthday, Foxy. Everybody's wishing Foxy happy birthday. Think it's a Foxy day. It's a Foxy day for Foxy Gal's Foxy birthday. Hey, Kat. And that's why I don't write cards for Hallmark. Happens to the best of us. LOL. I hear that you went to PT. You probably hurt, same as me. And Lindsay is out here playing Yard Gardening Goddess. I have her on the security camera. So it'll be STFU with the notices of human body detected. Try heavenly body and I'll listen monitor. Nice. Most excellent art news. Please tell me everyone saw what Dragon Con did to the AI image thief who pulled a bait and switch on them. It was glorious. No, I didn't, but I want all the details. You work hard. You like this card, then I will give you a squee. Hot. And don't forget to like and share. I know you're subscribed. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. How you doing? Yes, third cup of coffee and go. And Don, I should make greeting cards. Yep. As it was said in the 80s, most excellent greeting. And Botrix took a while to correctly join the channel. Iambic pentameter like Shakespeare and Dr. Seuss. Sure, Carl. And good morning, Josh. And the birds are being flipped. And hey, Josh, I used to write poetry. Could try my hand at it again. Never hurts. Carl, I used to write poetry. Now I write terror that gives people nightmares. I'm okay with that. Hey, all my poetry turns humorous at some point in the rhyme. I don't know why. Hey, Donna. I'm even published a couple of anthologies, but I forget the name of that one, and the other one was when I was in college. Nice, Foxy. Dusty and Nick. Safe to put those headphones on. Dusty does not approve of good morning. Those ears, man. Hi, kitty Dusty. Dusty. StompCon. Be there or be square, because you won't be around. Indeed, Trey. And very happy Dusty. Slides. That cat sure loves you. Thank you, Grant. And good morning. And we got lots of greetings, and that cat hair cough, very familiar. Yeah. Sorry about that. Last night at my writers group, they were going off on this one poem, and I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. And all the greetings for Xander. And sometimes it's a good thing to say. I liked it just as is. People need to hear that. Love that kid. Thank you. He's a sweet kid. And silly modernism is not a bad name for the bots. One thing about writing is that it may not touch someone or another, but hit another person very deeply. Same with music and art and 2x4s. Carl, they told me that there were no rules to poetry, and that you don't have to know anything about poetry to critique it. But they went off on the punctuation. Ah, so there are also rules that I just don't understand. Rules are overwritten. Poetry seems to follow and break all kinds of different rules. My babies. And yeah, punctuation is optional in poetry. That sounds like they were being pedantic and they were just trying to have something to complain about. Well, he does. Those who pick it apart. Stop moving my bed. Upset. Yeah, well, I'm a little worried. Nick, I sent you a post. Thank you. You will cackle with glee. So yeah, I sure did. My typing is worse than normal because I sliced my finger. Oh, I hope you get feeling better. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the ad, and I will try to be back because obviously I have to help Xander briefly, and then I want to get into drawing. To be honest, I just kind of want to do that and see if Dusty's still around. Guys, if you look under the table, is she not showing up on camera? Is the little miss not showing up on camera? How does she do that? There she goes. Can I get her? Oh, she's hiding. Way in there is Bootsy. Boots is actually hiding. I'm going to run an ad, and I will be back in a minute and a half. All right, we'll bang through these and get into the art. Listens for eventual hairball. It's that time of year, Carl. Hobo's been the same. Foxy behaved with knives. Yep, Carl. Looking for corn skewers, which I apparently don't have, and the knife got me. Oh, that sucks. Yep. And Donna is allowed to have knives, but she still does anyway when I'm not around. But I think she's more careful because she doesn't want to hear the lecture. Ouch. At least it was a nice sharp one and not jagged or anything. Ouch. Let's go somewhere else. Now, as you know, there has been some kind of glitch where my layout where my dude would be not, and they would be over here, but it's just gone. StreamYard is making some choices right now, so we're gonna work like this. All right, let's get some music going, and then we'll knock some stuff out. Yeah. When in doubt, start with Dan Hollifield's Highly Energetic Particles Boogie and go from there. Close enough, and we'll bring this up. Set the comments going. And yeah, I don't miss that part. Honestly, Dusty's almost never made. I don't know if Dusty's ever made a sound like that, so I'm a little concerned about it. But let's see, time lapse. We're just gonna do some quick art here. Keep life a little more chill. I kind of really wanna try pushing things a bit more than I have been lately, but I'm not quite sure how. I'm just getting that motivation to improve again. So I don't know. There may be some additional art in the area. I'm not quite sure, but I'm gonna see. For now, I'm using a nice dark, later in the day kind of blue. I may revisit this one and just kind of go over it. I'm not sure yet. And I want a bigger brush because I want a much smoother coverage than what I usually do. I'm actually doing big circles around to keep things going. Oh my gosh, I know that I just went through that not too long ago, Grant. And that is really not any kind of fun. Losing your stylus is an absolute nightmare. And I've got a new layer, going back, and I know I have a few brushes I really tend to like to use. But well, that's not quite. That might work. I'm trying to push something a little different. Oh. There you go. That should be close enough. And I don't know. I want a very specific look, so I'm going to have to play with it. There we go. Because I want a sort of parallax, fisheye lens look. But I don't want to, so I have to push it back to push it just enough. There we go. That's not bad. And what do we got going on here? We can just do this. We can just go right here. I don't know if I like this, but like that, sometimes you just gotta play a bit, you know? And right now I'm doing very big geometric shapes. But that's okay too, because sometimes it's nice to have just a simple geometric spread. No, that's not the right brush. We're just adding some texture in. Very fine bit of texture in. Just kind of squeeze that in there. We'll squeeze the texturing in here. There we go. Particles were too small. Want that nice softness to it. And so it gives us this sort of feel. We're getting there. And now we're going to go just grass. And I think I'm going to start, one of my favorite things in the world, which is messing with the pointillist brush again. But I want to pull it fairly small. I want it to be a tight. There we go. We're just going to work this around. And we're going to keep it easy. Again, we're not doing anything too dramatic right now. This is almost more hand warm up, because this is letting me get the big shoulder motions going. And we start to get that nice sense of texture, very wave-like. Oh, that's good. So we're going to do quite a bit more. And we're going to do the other side. Again, big swoops, strong lines, consistent. Whoop! That, as soon as I say that, of course I have to make it work. That's okay. Here, let's just put this away. Let's just put this away. And you guys seem to be enjoying the chill, so we're just getting on. Chill, relaxed artwork on. And I know, right now it looks scratchy. It looks kind of scraggly, and that's okay. Guys, not every art piece is going to come out Thomas Kincaid. Big Thomas Kincaid man, I'll let Thomas Kincaid work. It's funny, for somebody who is not a realist, or photorealistic or anything like that, I sure do love Norman Rockwell and Thomas Kincaid's work. I think I admire some of the softness that they're able to make. But so we have this kind of grassy field, this gravelly looking road situation. Hi, Chris. Gonna add some colors to it just to make it a little more interesting. There we go. It's a very vibrant green, but again, it lets me layer. And there are certain traditional art mediums. Anyway, that I really do love, and they really do influence a lot of how I do my art. And that oil pastel feel, which this really gives me a lot when it's at this point, really does tend to really appeal to me. But working these different colors and ways. And that's what I like. I like to use very simple tools, very simple motifs to tell a story. And how that story gets told very often ends up being the regular oil pump. The part more interesting. That's not the one now. Okay. Let's start freezing. Amazing what happens when you start putting trees in. Nice little happy trees. I mean, you guys are awful quiet. I hope everybody's having a good one, and hope Chris is having a good day. Hope Foxy's having a good day. Here. Oops. No, that color for the most part. Oh, that worked. Let's take him with a nice darker color, so I'll do a little bit of shading real quick. Yeah. Make sure that this looks a little bit more interesting. Give some depth. There we go. Now we're going to go for a nice little road. Come up here. Go here. There. This sort of thing. If this is suddenly very Seussian, that's okay. Ah, that is the rhythmic sound of my garbage getting fixed. Yay! I can't believe we had a boot sliding today. That really did astound me. I do this kind of fiery looking. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I can see that. Chilling to the vibe as you're working. I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing well. And Trey's been doing just an astonishing number of really cool work streams and project streams, and it's very motivational. It's really just masterful. We just needed some more colors in here. This is it just for you to kind of work it, get a feel for what's going on. I didn't mean that color, but I do kind of like what it represents. So I think I'll just do that. Okay, let's try it like this. Let's use this to get some really opaque shape. Wasn't planning on it, but I'm also in no way opposed to it, so I use some harder shading. I usually go a lot softer with these kinds of things, but sometimes there's days where the sun is shining so high up above, you get remarkably dark shading. And that's okay too. Marigold dust, kinda. Well, it's not shiny and chrome, I'll give you that. Oh, big stretch-ups, guys, big stretch-ups. Wow, we blasted through the first half hour like that, didn't we? And that's okay. I may actually have to come and do some sky work on this website. But I don't know. I'm going to add this kind of brown modeling just to break the, I find the black to be just a little harsh. There we go. Needed that. I am absolutely ready though for some fall-like temperatures, a continued break from the heat. I also need to get a little that vibe that there's more going on just over the horizon, like that. This does look and feel like an Indiana road, though, kind of. Let me see. No, I don't need that. But almost now this is very much an impressionist kind of situation, so you'll have to bear with me on it. I'm not using any form of reference map. Probably really should be, but what are you guys' favorite birds to play? Like, really, what are your favorites? Because we have a lot of really great options out here. That's two. I'm just curious of. There we go. What ones are you excited to see, or do you like that? Because I'm kind of torn in that I'll always like the like the Kestrels and the Swifts, but I also, have always been impressed with like turkey vultures. So I don't know. Hey, well, how are you doing? Dinosaur? Dinosaur is good. But no. I am trying to, from memory, sort of a red tail. Even if it's not, proper, it's a lot of neat tones that I get to play with, and I'm okay with that. And it's one of those I wanted to try. Worst I could do, peregrines. Oh, peregrines are an excellent choice. Peregrine falcons have always been some of my favorites. Like, I really I get to see what I want. It's like I can see it in my head. This is definitely a case of, say you are influenced by the rescuers and the rescuers down under without saying you're influenced by the rescuers and the rescuers down under. Yep, red-tailed hawk. Giant condors are cool. Giant condors are very cool. I don't know. It's a lot of people get funny about any of your carrion eater birds, and I'm like, they serve a purpose, They have a very distinct job that we all appreciate not having to deal with the ramifications of if they weren't there. And we see mostly red-tailed things. I don't know, it might be slightly overworked, but I'm not sure. I think I have a bit of a tangent. So what I'm going to do is this. If I can't get move it. What is it? And see, this is the neat stuff you can pull. That's part of the problem. It needs a bit of that action. It needs to not be so sensitive. Like that. That actually looks a bit better to me. There we go. Yeah, I want it to be carefully independent. That shows. Yeah, that looks. I'm liking where that's going. I think that's. Oh, Wow, big stretch. Big stretch. Oh my goodness. Hydrate break, guys. We're 45 minutes in. I'm going to take a nice little hydrate break. And oh, just get a hit of that. Alrighty. But we're actually real close to being something, you know? I think it still needs a little bit of something, and I can't quite decide what. I think probably for me the sky is just a little too dull. So I've added a layer between the sky and the grass, and I think I might just airbrush, try to airbrush in a little bit of cloudy goodness to just sort of frame it. Oh, there it is. There it is. It needed that. It really needed that. That helps so much. There we go. I don't want to overdo it, and that's a hard thing. I want to do right, but I don't want to push it. Oh, there's an eagle's nest right near your childhood home. Oh, that's cool. Tell you in the green room. Oh, Adventures with Critters. Cool. But I think this actually is something. I want to come over here, and I know I've used that doesn't look right. I know why it doesn't look right. That last part got a little confused. Yeah, I could dig that. I would say that depends on the adventure and the critter, but I kind of like this one as an opener. It's very optimistic, and I could use the optimism today. So I think I'm just going to quickly let me get going. And we'll just knock this one out. And we'll call it Riding the Autumn Thermals. Riding the Autumn Thermals. Bam. And one export with the PNG. And then I need to look at that. PNG. Oh. Export the time lapse. We're gonna let that click and whir real quick. while we're doing that, let's come over here and go. We are working for the 8th. Okay, so we are on the week of StompCon. Okay. Okay. Well, that gives us certainly a bit of a theme, doesn't it? But I like this one anyway. Can anyone survive 3 green rooms? If we survive 3 green rooms, do we get a beret? Anyway, that's a terrible joke. But wow, that is the wrong font. That's okay. I was doing some token design because some of the tokens that I gave Trey on her visit were actually meant to be quarter size, so half the size. Yep, sorry, I forgot where I was going for a second. Just laughing at Dan's comment. I like that. Yeah, that looks good. You have a beret? No, running joke. And no, I would not wear a beret because my dad wore a beret because he was Brownwater Navy, and that puts it under just a beret that's on the opposite. Raspberry beret. I need to double check. Yeah, it's 9.8. Okay. MTF 9.825. Okay. So that one's down, and we're going to do raspberry beret, the kind you find at a second-hand store. Anyway, no. Although I did almost wear the hat, which is the hat out. Yeah, see, the kind you find at a second-hand store. Okay, but let me come over here. We're gonna pause the music, and we're gonna go up here and run an ad, and probably a link. Let's see. Actually, yeah, let's do this. Okay. What? This. No, we're not gonna go that way. Okay, come on. Can I please? Okay, you want on too. You want on too. Okay, hold on. Hi. Someone got jealous. You get jealous? Do we need a cat intervention? I'm what potty and I close the door and you guys get mad at me. Well, you guys walk through my screen door. Yeah. I'm trying to get things cleaned up and you come behind me and you make big messes. Oh, see, now you kiss on me, huh? I see how it is. Okay. Okay, let's check the comments real quick. And we have some Stuart. Oh, wait. Oh, rewind. Okay. I sense another hat night coming. And might as well, if when you get a chance, I might, maybe not so tight around the forehead. And I still need a kitty pumpkin hat. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Churro. No, you came in and Stuart was demanding attention and I was trying to navigate past him. I lost. Yep, I'm here. Hat nights happen. Hi, Churro. See if I still have the measurements and tweak them. Might not be till after Wolfstock. Yeah, you're going to be busy. Everybody's happy to see Churro. Well, we appreciate you coming by, dearie. And remind me to talk to you at some point. I got a little bit of a story to tell you. It's fun. It's fun times. Yep. Okay, can I put you down now? Can I put you down so I can do artwork? Sure. I can't take a nap. Hi, Dusty. Oh, okay. You guys go down, but don't jump on my head while I'm doing art, please. Okay. And we'll get rid of that. And Donald's greetings, Stuart, and Trey's Churro's greetings. Good to see you have a short time, Stuart. Fun with any night I can send with your fine folks. Understandable. Indeed. Let's see. New. There we go. Now, this is the Wednesday before. No, I'm bumping the mouse. So we're going to come here. We're going to this for time lapse. A story, you say? A little bit. It was kind of amusing. I was speaking to Xander about preferences, and apparently he has some. Anyway, what do I want to draw with this one? Oh, I need some music, though. Music. What do we need? I said, what do we need? Not that. That's not even a proper Wilhelm scream. Heathens. Let's go Nature Walk. I think I should have done this one earlier, but I like it because it's not the tool I need. Zero's a great tool, but it's not. There we go. I'm having just this, like, I have a picture in my head, but it's bouncing around too much. Let's see. That's not bad. Everyone likes to do the imitation pencil work just because it feels so free. And if you want to get better at drawing on tablet and you find that the texture of it feels wrong, oh, bye, Churro. Do some art on whiteboards. Whiteboards are really great for getting the feel. And like I said, I've always found them to be incredibly liberating. That eye is nowhere near where it needs to be, though. Oh yeah, it needs to be there. Anyway, we could do one of these. And again, this is still just the equivalent of the blue. Nothing that needs to be worried about too heavily. Not that, no. Yeah, we'll see. We'll have dynamic hair. That's not bad. Good. Now, I kind of feel bad that Cheryl had to go, because I think I could have done a really quality art lesson for them. I really like to watch how people draw, and in the case of someone like Cheryl, I can go, oh, okay, I need some help. Let me see what I can do. And thank you for the 10 likes, folks. And all of you, almost all of you, are watching from the Nicholas Tockert, although we have one over on NBCD, which is cool. That's for cats, cat consent. Say, if cat, yeah, some cats actually like to dress up. Reddy's bandages. Whoop! Hi, Dusty. Strippy the hippie would look good in a pumpkin hat. There's reasons I have a box of different size band-aids. I'm still staying loose with the idea of the image. Oh, Jiminy Crickets, cat! Is that necessary? No, I seriously want to know, was that absolutely without a doubt necessary? I didn't think so. Sir, I did not think that that was entirely necessary. Do not push my anglerfish off. Not every shelf by window is the property of cat. Or am I kidding? Everything is property of cat. We all know this. Anyway. But just a quick sketch. Keeping light and using a bit of reference that I'm going to then tweak. Oh, I had a property. Planning. Is this what you and April do during your lunches? Planning dignities for the felines? Yes, he is a cat. Can neither confirm nor deny what we talk about during our lunches. And we have one coming up today. Ooh. Oh, and what property did you think was yours that the cat had to tell you otherwise? Hmm? Yep, I'm playing with the clothes. And that looks nothing like the clothes you used. Yeah, I know. Then why did you do it? Because I felt like it. You're a menace. Yes, I'm a menace to art and inspiration in general. Sooner people realize that and get used to me being an absolute menace, the easier life will be on many people. Very good. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Oh, we can go keep trying. Oh, I see. Georgette has a pickle bag, huh? I can understand that. Yes. Can I help you, sir? Oh, that was deliberate. Don't you give me that cat flick off. They can't see what you're doing. Hold on. I am being mocked. There. Yeah. Yeah, that's gentlemanlike. That's gentlemanlike. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're in a mood, cat. Or what's worse is you're putting me in a mood. And I don't know what that mood's going to be. But it's a good pup. She just needs a little more badonk here. There we are. Yeah. You are so helpful. All you guys, I had everything. Okay. Let's play with this then. Let's play with this just a bit, shall we? Stopping by for a drive-by. Got a lot to do with a good later. Hey, you have a good one. Thank you for coming by, Rich. There you got a Flappy Bird toy. He was flying to charge back upstairs, flapping a pop pack. And what's all this? Let's go here. Yes. And then here as well. There we go. Go right here. Yeah, you can go right here. I like to zoom right about to the point things pixelate, because that's where I have the most control. And then when I back out, it looks the best. When I'm working on like a oh no, we are not doing that. Gentle cats, down. Nick, why don't you get anything clean? These hoodlums, right? Don't you knock that? Dusty, down. Stuart, down. Come on. Do not make me come get you. They're going to terrorize me today. I see how it is. Yes, I can see the bag. I can touch the bag. I can use the bag. Pick the bag belongs to her. Yeah. Yep. Good job, Dusty. You thought about your life, thought about your choices. I appreciate that. I know that was hard for you. Stuart down. Go on. Stuart down. That's not for you. You don't need to lick my blaster. Come on down. I worked hard. Don't just come on, Stuart. Down. Oh, they're just in a mood. They're just in a mood, huh? Dusty's down. Dusty's being a good boy. Is Stuart gonna be a good boy? You gonna be a good boy, Stuart? No, or are you just not gonna listen to me at all? This will be remembered come tuna time. All will be remembered come tuna time. Yes. Oh, bye, Dan. Oh my, apparently you've been watching the whole program shirtless. I am in shock. The scandal. Nah, that's okay. I'm sure no one minds. Yes, that's the scary cat sign that I can't put up because it scares them. I'm going to put it up anyway soon. Cat. Do you think you should be doing that? Like, no. I know I should be doing that because I'm a cat. I can do it with whatever I want. That's how we roll. Is it now? Is it really? I mean, I just like to know these things. Apparently, I've been deluded into thinking this is Mel's here. That's how that works. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just working this one. And I'd like to put an open request to the cosplayers. If you're a cosplayer out there and you are sharing your stuff and you have very, G-rated cool stuff and then stuff that can you please consider separating that? Because I know a couple cosplayers I would love to recommend to people like Churro, but I simply can't because they, they'll do a couple really nice kind of utterly lovely pieces, and then they'll do something that's, a micro bikini. And while that doesn't bother me in any way, shape, or form, it's not appropriate for me to share around to some people. And it's like, oh, guys. Go. Let's see, how is that coming out? Is this coming out okay? I think. Yep. Oh, this is such chill music. Dan, you are a master of what you do. Now. I need a moment. Okay, so let's run an ad. Oh, you like my shirt? Thank you. I quite like this one. It's very rare that I buy a shirt for myself. I got this one at Goodwill, and it's very painterly. And I like painterly shirts. Your cats are adorable and frustrating. Cats? Oh, absolutely. That's why I try not to let them in here as much as they would like. Which means they, of course, take just the finest levels of defense. That knot's okay too. Let me see. How do I like this? The yawning is not fair. Okay, wait. I think I know what I need to do. Guys, I love this track. I really do. But Nature Walk is a little too chill for me right now, as in it's making me yawn. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a ad and try to get woken back up a bit.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Okay. Yep, there was a chair set, but we'll get back to the art. There we are. Let's see how she's coming. Not bad. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. So I'm going to just let this go. What? Who's talking at me? Was that you, Dusty? You're down there just chilling on the floor? Chilling by my tactical tambourine? Do that. Whoa! Dusty had the zoomies. Let's go. Stuart's like, why would I zoomie? That would make me leaving, and you have a habit of closing the door behind me. There's a certain strange and almost unexplainable wisdom to my cat, Stuart. Easy, bud. This isn't bad. There we go. A little bit of this line here. My nose. Every once in a while, my hair will tickle my nose, and then it just sets off this itchy twitch. But I'm pretty sure if I were to try to cut my hair, you guys would riot, so I don't dare. But that's okay. You guys, it's a quiet one today. Everybody's chill, and it's okay. I can dig it. It's just surprising. Now, I want to come here, and I want to see how this is actually looking. Not bad. Not too bad at all. Not great, but not bad. And I will accept not bad, especially on a day like today. And we'll do this, and we'll just work the image more. Because the more I work it, usually the better it gets. Usually. Like this. Just add some black work to it. Oh, I'm working on, well, that's good. That's good. It frees me to work on a separate layer, even if it's not intentional. We can do that. Ah. Hmm. May have to move a small refrigerator. I bet she forgot it again. Oh, that's okay. I don't mind. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. And this is not. Ooh, Michael's is having a yarn sale. Oh my. Well, that's a good thing to hit before StompCon. Uh, I have to make quite a few things before StompCon, so I need to get on that. But I still get to do my art stream because that's what started this for me. And I think people need right now a place. I'm sorry, I glanced and I come to understand what Trey was talking about at Dragon Con, an AI bro getting kicked out because that is not their art. And the funny thing is, when AI itself becomes sentient, I'm going to have no problem with it doing art. It- and saying, okay, this is actual, bot name, whatever, because I don't know what the AI will want to call itself. And that, that's their art. Okay, cool. They did it. Cool. But the guys who attempt to commission art and then claim that the art is theirs because they commissioned it, and that somehow makes them artists, that baffles me on a level I am not prepared. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. To operate on. I want her to be either a cat or a kitsune, and I haven't quite decided yet. I just know she needs the ears. Didn't she look like she needs ears? Ooh, sprites. We love them. We love us some good sprites. Oh, I'm going to have to do a Nick Knows Nerf recording, and I actually have some news. It is fairly on the grim side, but it does need to be discussed. And check to see if what I'm looking for is vi- viable. Hi, Cat. What are we doing now? What are we doing now? I know that look. You look like you have a plan. Did you forget it halfway? Or are you just going to lay there conveniently in a way to knock that can? You can't. That can was a gift of wooden spikes. You can't. I'm not going to let you launch my wooden spikes all over the place. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I kind of like this. Okay. I need to close my lines. I'm just checking edges so that I know everything is how it should be. I will put tail blank like this. It's been a while since I've done a cat girl. That's not bad. That's not bad. We can. There we go. Now we're starting to get the shapes we need. Now, close that line right there and take this, merge below, add new line. Cool. Fill, blend mode, multiply. Gray. Okay, that's not what I wanted though. Refer to other layers. Perfect. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Sorry, this one's taking me a while I piece it out. Grim or grim? Kind of. I find it very upsetting, but we'll have to see how it goes. It's like I'm tempted to go like this, but I don't want to. So I think we're going to just leave that just as a mask. That's fine. Okay, cool. Because that means I can go. There we go. Oh, sorry. Only editing. There we are. Now she has her own base blob that I don't have to worry about messing with, which makes life just a little easier on me. I don't have to worry about things bleeding through. Now, let's see. Blend mode. Multiply. And let's just start playing with her a bit. Oh, that wasn't on purpose, but I am so here for that. Oh, it wasn't on purpose, but I'm so here for that. Okay, you know what? We're just going to say accidents happen and keep right on moving. Add another layer. Blend mode, multiply. Actually, I want to do that. If I go here, we pull out the old eraser guy. I can do things like this. Just do this. And we'll see what happens. Do I like where we're going mostly? We will see. Do this. We can go here. We are going to refer to the layers. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, that's not bad at all. I kind of like that. Now we're getting somewhere. I may not know where, but I know that we are getting somewhere. Here, that turned green. I don't know why that turned green. Never had that color do that before. Okay, let's try this. There we go. You gotta go dark to get a little color. Okay. Right there. Right there. That's not bad. Now we're getting definitely somewhere. Tiredness is tired, but that's just coming along. I know a little bit. Yes, yes. Okay, so let me do this. Precious, that pic, this pic reminds me of early '80s, late '90s, early '80s. 90s anime, loving it. I miss the Japanimation days. So do I, but I know something really cool about that. Okay? In anime like Sailor Moon, oftentimes there was this pinkish purple overlay, and that was actually something went wrong with the film process, and it really made for some fascinating uh, effects. But people loved it so much they had to actually artificially add it later. So it's funny because how much that affects me. Also, and I don't remember if I told this to you, Trey. Uh, Crunchyroll does not have Holic. With hi. I like how you have to make a squeaky announcement of your presence, Cat. But they do have a live action version that I am quite intrigued by. Yes. Can I help you, sir? My overseers are intensely overseeing right now. You guys usually give me enough space to work on such things, but you're not really giving me that right now, and I'm not sure why. Nope. How about we try to clean that up best we can?
There.
Thank you, son. I am an absolute sucker for you know little bits of slightly intimate feeling moments in artwork. I'm glad you think she's cute. It's nice to have a chance to just sort of, again, very simply focus on a project or concept. In this case, just playing with this very soft lighting that's going on, nothing too ornate. Uh, to answer the question coming in on Messenger, honestly, I don't usually plan what I'm going to draw during the streams, unless I have like special requests or you know, hey, it's my this, I'd like that, or of course paid commissions, which I have occasionally taken. I have taken paid commissions on streams. They have to follow my commission rules, which are nothing. I don't do art I'll get fired for lightly. Okay. Uh-huh. And I try not to do anything too excessively offensive. I like her general. I don't know. There's a softness, and I wasn't expecting it. It's just it's there. And I kind of really dig it. So, like that. There we go. And now I'm going to add another layer, and it's going to be blend, mold, multiply. And then it will be this dark color. I will completely ignore the world. Not bad, because now, again, I can come back with my airbrush, in this case a nice white, and I can do this and get an overarching vignette. Nice. Little bit of gradient in there, little subtle gradient. You like that, Joey? Do you like that subtle gradient I threw in there? Yeah, I kind of do. It should not bad. I don't really like. There's a part of me that thinks I should be adding a shade layer to her, and I really don't think she needs it. I mean, I can try. Come back here. Multiply, very light, and airbrush, and we'll go way down. We'll see. Because this is such a. Oh, maybe. This is such a gentle piece. All in all, save for some spots. You know what? It's not bad. It rounds her out just a bit. Like that? Yeah. I don't know if you guys can even see a difference, to be honest. It's subtle. Okay, it's showing up. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. This. This. Oh, went off screen. Hold on. That's not bad for one of those. I mean, that's really getting to be that something feel. Oh, I totally agree. Yes, but women are the greatest of all artwork the universe has accomplished. I absolutely agree. I can understand a great many philosophical beliefs about a great many things, but how anyone could gaze the beauty of a lady and not feel the hand of a creator upon it, because just too beautiful. Now, I like the way that came out. It I look for that feeling where it looks like I should be able to peel it off and make it into a sticker. And I think that's working pretty well. So I think I'll just sign off on this one too. I know what this needs. I know what this needs. It's going to be hard because it has to be real tiny, but there we go. There we are. She looks funny without her glasses, but it's a good character design. Okay. Save as. VJ Satin. Do that. Export single layer PNG. Okay. Okay. Export time lapse. Okay. Now, thank you. And I'll do that. And then I come over here. And I come here. That's not. Did you just go from knocking things over to trying to scratch the back of my chair for a bucket? And it really wants to stay wide Latin today, so it's just going to be one of those. But I don't think that would fit at all, so we'll go back to. No, I'm going to highlight this. And do that all again because I forgot to highlight it. Make me work that scrolling finger. Okay. And then it will be NTF 11, right? NTF 10. Okay, so cool. File, export single layer, JPEG, NTF 9, 10, 25. Oh, okay. And that means I have one more to do. But we really are behind on ads, so let's run some ads. And then we'll do the next one. Let's hook up Tash. All right, we're back. Let me set up a new one. I am just very, very mellow energy today, and you guys seem to be just sticking around for it. So I dig that. I have to do something BSR because it will be all the way to SnubCon. Oh boy, I could go for a Mountain Dew slushie right now. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. Let's see. Where are we? I'm trying to run an ad. I don't know. I'm trying to run an ad. We need something. Okay, we need something classic. We need. Okay. Just go throw this gesture sketch out there. Hey, Xander, did you just open the front door? So what I'm doing here is essentially a light uh, gesture sketch kind of situation. And I don't know if I can get what I want from it because I may have to rotate them around. Because let's see. Yeah, because it won't let me distort without me figuring out how to do that. Because there's a bit. This is almost too relaxed for the homage that I was looking for, but it's certainly there. So we're just going to work on this for a moment. How's that looking? Oh, we got a message come up. Do a BSR drawing. That's what I was thinking, but I've got an idea and I'm playing with it to get there. Let's do this real quick. Pow. I need to shrink this down. The pose was wrong. It's a great pose. I love this pose. This is a wonderful pose. But it's not going to do what I need it to do. Okay, you know what we're going to do? File, save. Oh, no, I'm just going to cancel. We do this file, save as. Dude on bike. It's not what I want, but I don't want to lose it, so we're just going to throw that out there and start over. Okay. So let's see now, because I need to do BSR drawing. Just have to figure out how I want to do it, because it's like I have a couple really good fights in my mind, but I have to get them out. So if I go, we do something like this, and I'm going to have to move it. That's fine. We're just going to block this in real fast. Articulate that like that. For the rotational items. I totally forgot the guns. Oh well, we'll figure that out in a second. Do something like this. Because again, I'm still on a. Yep. I like where this is going, so we're just going to keep working with this part for now. So that should be here. That can come down there. And see, this is what happens when I'm like really sketchy brainstorming. We get fun things. Okay, so you gotta have the front facing more like this. I want this to be more dynamic. I'll do the full construction. Can't stop me from doing the full construction. Wahaha. Man, am I rusty with my 3D renders, but only a little rusty. We'll get that going. I don't think I pushed that hard enough. We'll see. Just kind of blocking things out. That should be right about there. There we go. That is cut in. That needs to be rounded, blocked. Again, this is fast and rough, but it's also kind of fun to do like this because this is loose and stuff getting done. I think it works though. Whoa, guys. Okay. Stuart down. Dusty, you guys are knocking stuff. Commercial break. I'll be back in a bit.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho. Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Okay, feline eviction has occurred. Alrighty, so we're going to do this. Drawing the feet of BSRs is always the hardest part for me because they don't have a fixed foot system. I'm constantly tweaking it because I don't like the way it looks. It's just super. Ankles as a concept in Mecha are super complex. But we need the billowing smoke. See, this really, I mean, really feels like one of my more old school, just straight sketches. It's rough, it's nasty, there's a bulk to it, but it's also definitely getting the job done. Actually, all that needs to go away anyway because give me an actual sane sized eraser. Thank you. Do this. Take all that out. Do that, do that. Not too bad. And it really isn't. It's going to need a lot more detail work, but they always do. I'm just trying to push the design just a bit more than I usually do. Because I want that slightly intense feeling. It gives it some teeth. And the thing with that quote is I know that quote, Dan. I seriously know that, right? Now we're starting to get where I have to decide, make a decision. Do I hand draw it properly or do I use the line tool and try to keep the lines straight? I think I'm going to hand draw it properly. It'll take longer, but it'll look better. And I need to figure out some more details right here. Probably need to do this. There we go. We need to get rid of that because it's throwing the whole juju off. There we are. I might put something on the end uh, eventually. I'm not sure, but start throwing the details in. Okay. Whoa. This is really just pushing this design. And I kind of dig it. Like I said, it's there we are. There we go there. Oh. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I know I'm kind of quiet and the music got quiet, but we were rocking too. Thank you to the 4 folks who are still sticking around. Civ card did not last long. But there we go. And we're getting it, guys. That's a cool bit. It's a little SD, but man, that's okay. We're just cleaning and adding and fixing as we go to make everything do what it's supposed to do. Make it a bit more exotic. I might move this one. I might just take this piece and rotate it up to give it a little more punch. I'm not sure yet. Oh, it's all about getting things where they need to go. Now, every BSR that I do personally has little tweaks. They have differences in paint job, differences in specific weapon layouts. Do this. I love the Polaris looking tips on my missiles. It always brings me joy to have the missiles have that checkerboard look. Oh, wow. There we go. Do we like it though? I think we like it. I think it's starting to get the vibe I'm looking for anyway. That's not bad. Oh, that's not bad at all, actually. Still a wide boy. But he's not bad. There we are. Not bad. Okay. Well, I'm going to run a commercial, and I will be back after the commercial, and we will see what we see. But for now, let's ponder the real mystery of the Somerton Man.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found his suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
I didn't have any choice. Cat. Okay, my glasses are not a toy. Yes, they sometimes fall off my face. No, you can't bat them around. Yes, you're coming up. Come on. Apparently we need another cat break. That's it. Thank you guys for your patience. I went to the restroom and somebody thought it'd be fun to knock my glasses off my face. Huh. Okay. Yes, I love you. Okay. Go, cat. You're just on it. If I can finish this, I can do the other things I need to do. Sir? My ducky? Okay, down you go. Down you go. You got your cuddles. Please stop being a terror. I need some music, y'all. This is too quiet. Too quiet. Nylon's mud. Alrighty, let's get back to arting. That's not bad. Not bad. Like, this is definitely rough sketchable, but I think now if I were a little more dynamic with it, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. We'll go classic. We could throw some. Back this way. God, if you're gonna have a happy little rocket, you should have a happy little friend. Yes, I know I'm live. I don't understand why you're telling me messages about that, but I appreciate it. Alrighty. Now let's get to inking because this will take all day if we don't. The option, I have some options here. I could just do this and set this 7. Just add one more layer because I don't want to do this up. Undo, I can go black. See if I like how this works. Okay. It's almost faster. The straight lines are straighter. There we go. We're getting somewhere though. But like I said, I'm not sure. I always feel like using this method, I mean, it gives much straighter lines for the straight lines, obviously. They're essentially perfect. That might be the problem. I'm not sure. Because if I was to 3D render them, I could just 3D render them. However, this does also have the slight benefit of being a little easier on my hands because I don't quite have the same pressures going on. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm very much feeling nostalgic isn't quite the right word, but it's wrong way. There we go. It would literally be, in some cases, faster for me to actually use like SketchUp and 3D render this than it is to draw it. Because of what I'd have at the end. But we are hopping and popping. Yay, drawing cover's still on. Awesome. Pete Bella, and you said Gallet had awesome. I am so glad that your issues are being addressed. I do want to apologize if I've been a little off. My mom is having heart surgery basically while the stream is going on, and my dad is having a thing on his back removed while this is going on. So they're both in surgery at the same time. And I can't, really be there. So I just have to sit and mostly keep my mind off. Hi, cat! Sir, that's what you can't do. You get to be the baby. Okay, we're gonna take a second. Just Dusty's the baby. Dusty's the baby. Aren't you, Dusty? You're the baby. Yeah. Dusty's the baby. That's my face. That's my face. Dusty's the baby. We eat the cat. Dusty's the baby. Okay. Okay. Have you had enough attention, sir? Have you had enough attention? Can I get back to work? No? I need to get this picture done, then I can give you lots of attention. Yeah. And I know what you really want. You're really reminding me that it's mac and cheese and tuna time. And that is a valid concern. And like I said, I do hope you guys don't think me using the straight line tool is cheap. Let me just discuss this. I know what that was. That was the I could have got you, but I didn't. The warning is received, sir. There we go. And we're just blocking this in. There are things I'm going to have to either use different shape tools for, or simply learn to express in another way. Go. Basically, all the square bits are almost no. No, they're not. They're quite a bit complicated. But I like to do different styles of art. And thank you. Are getting there. It's just an incredible amount of work, especially once I say, use that one, use this one. I still have to get money to something to Joe and Rich, because I gotta get a whole lot of BSRs printed. I also need to put it in order eventually for myself for the joy of, what is it, sleigh testing purposes. Whew! Oh, gotta stay loose. Gotta stay loose or I'll fall asleep. Well, I will. Oh, thank you. Ah. Thank you. Hi. You cool? I'm good. Okay. We are getting effectively somewhere. It's taking time, but we are getting there. And by using these, it does mean I'm less likely to have the hand spasms. Dusty. What? Okay, no, you're not walking on keyboards. Dusty has lost that. No, you have lost bedroom. You're out. I'm not even running a commercial. You have walked on the keyboard. No walking on the keyboard. Go see an answer. Go check on the boy. I am a big muppet some days. Okay, sorry about that. Do that. I really hope I had backed out of this and haven't been talking this whole time without you guys being able to see, although I'm fully capable of having done that. I understand. Nope, I don't want that line. Oh, such a groove. Give us a squish. Good. We're getting to it. Yes, there are a few things I have to fix, but those will be fixed with a marker of the 7. I'm using this because the mill pen is exactly the same diameter as the lines I was using, with no pressure sensitivity as a concept to interfere with anything. Oops. Is that one? I did not get to do what I wanted to do with this, so I'm going to have to do more pictures along this line. But like the forward-facing headlights. But Great. Okay, cool. The rest I forgot to do all the line work in there, which I will probably do. With the straight edge tool. Oh, we got more comment. So that means the world to me. Yep. Thank you. And like I said, I appreciate you guys understanding that I'm just a little off right now. I mean, my parents are both in their 70s. They've both had some pretty hefty medical situations over the years. I really can't do anything for them from where I am. And were I to try to go out, my mother would scold the heck out of me. Okay, we are getting somewhere. See, I love when I get a chance to look at things like, construction equipment. Because I get the neatest ideas. A line back. A lot of this ends up being good enough for government work as a concept, but sometimes that's all you can do. Oh, I shouldn't see what happened. Hold on. I made a mistake here. There we go. No, back to the do this. Oops, that line's off. Well, yeah, we're starting to get that nice art rhythm going, where I can get things done using basic construction shapes. And that's one of those things, if you get nothing from these videos, at least get the idea that basic shapes will do far more for you than most people will ever realize. Because by just keeping things a little simpler and a lot more chill, you get all sorts of things done. Okay, so what's next on the artistic agenda here? Back to the pen. close this up. Actually, I didn't move along. Just a minute ago. That's just got a lot of work to do there. There we go. Got this nice kind of smoke going over here. Come back here. Sort of an axle. We're just starting with that sort of nice groove of environment destruction. A lot of your surroundings being disrespected. Come back here. Go. Not bad conceptually. Not terrible. Not perfect. Not terrible. And sitting around and drawing things exploding like this is just, it's solid fun. Just hit this like this. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Like I said, I'm just trying to. That makes sense. Oh, absolutely. And Sure, with the MRI as well as PT cause pain and knee replacement will be the overall outcome. Oh yes, armoring is a whole nother distinct pleasure. What I think. Can I read it? Yep. Do that. Nope. Not bad. Gotta do some closing. Okay, good. I've got this very classic black and white this is going to give me a plan here. Okay. I just come back and I fix what I see is in the sign. Do that first because that needs to be one of these. There we go. Do that level of rotation. Get this. Now we're almost done. I mean, this. If you want the old style black and white glory. There we go. Definitely getting somewhere with this. There we go. No, don't want to do it that way. Let me go right there. And then we're going to take here, take the final one. And get a good groove going here. And I know when I'm really focused. Well, thank you. And the detailing, I'll just get it and done. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. It's strange that the more mechanical stuff feels more detailed to me. Just do this. This up. Start adding just the swath of shades. Oops, I want that part. Oh. Take my love. Can't stand it. You can't take the sky from me. Take me out to the fire. Oh, that's better. Excuse me. Just keeping the old school sci-fi feel. Okay. Ugh. There we go. Now we're starting to get a nice feel for it. There we go. Commercial time. I need a stretch. And so for deeper placement. Ooh. Accountability, assembling decoration. Appointment taking for my eye. Excellent. Let's run an ad. Who's got a nice energetic ad? Ooh.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphellion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm going to try something here. Multiply. We do this, and that gives us the fire colorings. And then I can, within this, switch to refer to other layers. You see, that gives the nice contrast. Lighten up these flames a bit. So now we're starting to use color to indicate depth just a bit more. And if I go one more, keep this a blunt multiply, because I don't want to risk messing up the other stuff. And I come here. Boom. Now it's starting to get that nice, overwhelming pop. Oh, God, that made me jump. I need... then I can go. Talking this even further. And we've almost... This is not bad. It needs a lot. And it has just that touch of enhanced video. But I think we're starting to get somewhere. I need white. I need white lines. Blow away. Do this. What? Oh, that's multiply there. Has to be here. Now probably has to be 10-1. Now we'll just come over here. Oh, now we're getting that really nice reflect effect, and it starts to make the main image vehicle in the main image just a little bit more oh no, that shouldn't be that color, that should be that color. There we go. Actually that we're going to take the airbrush in a moment. And let's see. do this. Feel that that's been overheating just a bit. And if I do this like so, I put that back. We're starting to get the vibes. And I dig it. I actually quite dig what's going on here. Do this. We are just getting a vibe for things. And what it gives. Right now, what this is giving is, a little bit of F around and find out, don't you think? It's not perfect, and I've done ones I think came out better, but there we are. We're starting to get, again, a decent feel. There should definitely be smoke. We'll get there. That's not bad. Let's come all the way up here, add another layer, blend mode, multiply. Now you guys know what's coming here. I mean, like, this should not surprise any of you what I'm about to do. So I'm going to do this. And now I come over here, I use white, and I use a sizable spray, like so. Because we have to figure out what's lit and what isn't. Now we're getting somewhere. Now let's get telling the story. Yeah, we're getting there now. We're almost done. Definitely needs to be BSR energy. There we go. Let's see, how's it looking over here? Not bad. I have to look at it on the regular screen because my screen looks a little faded sometimes. Okay, how's that look? There we go. I think we've got a good kind of setup. Let's see, if I go soft light. Oh, I like that because that gives it that funky glow. Let's be white. There we go. Now we've got something. We are definitely at the point of somewhere. Do I call it though? It's so dark. Okay, I think I'm gonna call this one. I think I am actually gonna call this one right here. Oh, I like that. The soft light, that works. And we will save this as BSR Stomp Con Eve Battle of Stomp Con Eve. Let's go. Let's absolutely go with that. I'm sorry, that just. Oh, and I forgot to record a time lapse. Oh well. Export. Ping, 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 ping. Alrighty. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is very good. Again, I got to play with a lot of lighting. I've been doing that a lot lately. I hope it hasn't bummed anybody out or bored you. Because I have one more thing that needs done. And that is what? No, not Palace Script. Paris. And we just add never mind the furthermore. Where do I put it though? That's not a bad spot. Might be the best spot for it. Let's see what we got. Let's have a look. There we go. Actually, no. I want to play with that a bit. I'm not sure. Like, that doesn't quite work. That does, though. See how that looks. That works. Export single AL JPEG. And we are NTF 912. Yeah, it's got to be 912. 25. Okay. So we have 3 pictures. We have about 3 hours work done. We appreciate that. Comments have completely dried up, which is good. You know, everybody's getting settled into their day. I think I'll run a couple ads and we'll wrap this up unless somebody gives me a request or commission before I leave. So let's pull this out.
Welcome, friends. I'm Lloyd at Thesis, and this is my tea house. Come join me every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time as we discuss Chinese culture, history, philosophy, and of course, martial arts. You can find me at youtube.com/BLADDTH3SIS. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea, or the drink of your choice, and join the discussion.
And, you know, it isn't the end of one of my streams without this ad.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yep, folks, as always, we're all about letting you art. Now, guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating. Because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I am just delighted that Kat loves it. So, guys, I love you. You should too. Toodles.